Hi everyone, it's Tiffany. I am back in farm together with our Recycle and Rebuild series. In this episode, we are going to start off by just filling out these last 3 trees. It's not the last 3 trees, but I talked about this in the last episode. We were going to just kind of fill this remaining row out and then keep on going. There should only be 2 more rows after that. I do want to keep continuing on with the flower move, so we'll also do that. As you can see, we've got new orange spots for some of the quests, so that means more ribbons for us. I'm so excited. We ended up completing, I think, like the melon one and the carrot one or something like that. So you can see it's all happening. We still haven't unlocked the rest of the spurges yet or the griffins, but we are getting there. I just haven't, like, I don't keep logging on unless I'm playing this. I just haven't been, like, I used to go on every single morning, but now I'm only logging on when I'm filming, so it's whenever the farm hands, you know, are ready and have the time to work on them. So I'm excited to get these flowers moving. I do have to proceed with caution. I need to remember that there are ones in here, not in here from the DLCs that do need to go in here. So I do need to follow along with the list. That's why I kind of want to fill out. I kind of want to just knock out the trees, to be quite honest. But maybe what I'll do these 3 trees, and then we'll move all of this top row so that they all have sprinklers, because this top row should, except for this one, this doesn't have sprinklers right now. I should lay some, but they all should have sprinklers at the top row, and then I'll kind of proceed from there. So let's just get started. So the last tree that we planted was the mulberry tree, so that brings us to the carob tree. I will find that in just a second when we get to here. Carob tree. That's the coffee tree. Carob. That's cacao. What am I doing? Carob. Carob. Fig. Carob. Do I not, like, know what carob looks like? Apparently not. This. There it is. Alright, let's go ahead and place all these trees. This is just so much nicer that we don't have to move the trees. We're just planting the trees as we go. What a wonderful day. So we've got the carob tree going in. And then the next one will be the blackthorn one, and that's kind of more of a bush, like a little shrub, I think, from what I remember. I'm pretty sure it is. So, ooh, we're so close to the silver chickens and the Plymouth Rock chickens. I'm just, like, watching the quest flash in the corner as our, oh, we got to harvest pear trees too. I wonder what season those ones are. We'll have to check. Okay, anyway. I am just being scattered. What else do I got to do with the pear trees? Is it going to pop up again? Probably not. That's okay. I'll just have to look at the quest. I have to, like, figure out what's going on with the quest. Why is the... Oh, we don't have pears yet. That's why. Our pears aren't until, like, second to the last. So maybe we just need to knock out all the trees. All right, so the carob's in. That brings us to blackthorn. Here it is. Lovely. Love it. It's super cool. And it gives us berries, which we always love to use. What was that? The silver rabbit? Nice. I got to go move that farmhand, though, so we don't have to have that as a problem. So let me finish up this blackthorn stuff. And then, honestly, though, I don't see a problem with leaving this farmhand with the rabbit, because otherwise he's just going to be, like, wasting his ticket time elsewhere. I mean, I could put him by the trees, but it won't be the same, so I'm honestly just gonna leave them for now anyway, because he's already fed them, you know. The farmhand, as they harvest, they're also feeding, and once you move an animal that has once been fed, it's no longer fed, and then it's just like, but anyway, blackthorn's in. So next would be the pistachio tree, but the pistachio tree is a limited tree, so we can only plant 25 of that. And like I said, all of the limited trees are going to either go in a section together at the end, or they're going to just be in a different area, or we'll find something to do with those. So the next one we're looking at is an apricot tree. Apricot. We've got the apricot. Honestly, we might just want to knock out all of the trees in this episode. I think we could. There's not many left to go. I don't know, though. Maybe at least one more row. I mean, either way, we're not really going to get to the pears, which is kind of what we need for that quest. But I'm not in a huge rush, because that'll be an easy harvest when we do. Because I think Could be wrong, but I think the pears have a few seasons that we can harvest from, so we won't be like waiting around too much. But let's finish these apricots, shall we? I didn't finish the paths, did I? I did over here. I didn't over here. That's gonna interfere with my like little farmhand hold area, but that's okay. We'll just move that somewhere else. Let me get this all put in, and then technically that's all good, and we'll move to checkpoint 9. So that was the apricot. I'm gonna move these just ahead of time so we don't have to worry about it in a minute. The checkpoint can stay. I don't know how far down I need to go. I think this might be okay just here. If I need to move it later, I'll move it. So what do I need to do? I need to get the next one, which we just did the apricot tree. So next is the cypress tree. Cypress tree, cypress tree, cypress tree. I know what a cypress tree looks like, but I'm not like sure what it looks like on here for some reason. Cypress. Yeah, there we go. All right. So let's fill this up here. And oh, this is just so exciting. Finally, like the trees are just like officially in place, you know? They're good to go. We don't have to move them again yet. Knock on wood. But it just feels good. It feels good. And I like this little cypress forest that we have now. This is really cute. So next, after the cypress forest, I'm going to try to look at my spreadsheet at a glance here in a second. We're looking at mangoes. So these ones are really just also low in experience, but it's okay. Mango. I knew what that looked like. So jumping right into the mango trees. Nice. Haha, this is so cool. I'm just really happy. It's such a relief to be at this point. And like, look at our beautiful orchard. Like, look at all of these wonderful fruits that are ready to harvest, and it's a constant supply. I love it. And then we can focus on like our resources and getting more tickets and more ribbons, and it's just gonna be great. It's going to be fantastic. So after the mango, I will have to check in a second, but we have the mango cactus. Cactus is a super cool one. So let's see, cactus, cactus, cactus. There we go. We're just moving right along. This is so good. And then we're gonna be technically, oh gosh, we're stuck. We're technically at the like breaking point, right? Where our crop plots are gonna go, which I kind of realized in between episodes. In the last one I mentioned we just need to push it over 1, but I needed to look at the other side, and I looked at the other side off of the episode, off camera, and it's like fine on that side, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. What I might do is take away both plots on the side. So here, let me show you on here. So I take away, actually, I might be able to do this. So I take out all of these and I just center them within these 3. So it would be like the start would be here of one and the start would be here of one. I'd have to just like center it in there, maybe. But the thing is, well, I would have to count out the tiles and everything, but you could see it's just not going to work out the way it is. So I think I'm just going to demolish it all, leave the checkpoint because this is the very center of our farm. I calculated that at the very beginning. And we'll work around that. And we'll probably do like the path here. The center checkpoint will just have to be off the path just like these middle ones are, and that's fine, you know, it is what it is. So I think I have to demolish just most of the crop plot stuff. So I'll figure that out as we go, but for now they're gonna stay there. We'll decorate them up and make it look nice in a little bit, but For now, it's going to stay there. But anyway, what I was thinking is I can center it as best I can in any dead space, like on the side here. I could put those limited trees. But I don't know. I kind of like it open. I kind of like the grass. I kind of just like that break. I don't know. I might do some kind of fence. I don't know yet. So anyway, the cactus. The cactus is done. Unfortunately, I know I talk a lot about how I like good-looking trees to be on the outside and on the borders. So next we have the foxfire tree. And while that's not like an ugly tree, it's just like such a... how do I put this? A unique tree that I probably wouldn't choose to have this on the edge. I just like, I don't know. Like, when would we ever see this tree? It's more of a fantasy tree, you know? So that's kind of a bit of a bummer how that fell into place, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna, I'll probably get used to it, honestly. All right, so the next one will be also the other fantasy tree. These both came with one of the DLCs, like the space one. I forget what that was called. It might be the space DLC. I'm not sure. But they both came with that. I believe they did. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think they both light up at night. But if not, definitely the other one, the spore palm one does, or it glows. Sorry, I should say. So this will be the spore palm. This is the next one to go in. Well, actually, they glow during the day, too. Jeez, okay. Definitely a little more creepy looking. I'm glad the other one's on the outside versus this one, that's for sure. And I am glad they're together as well, just since they're like a little weird. But I don't know, you know, I would rather have that blackthorn there, or I don't know, anything else. I'm just more of a realism player than a fantasy one, I guess. But also, like, I live in fantasy and realism, so it just doesn't make sense. It's okay. It's all good. I do want to harvest some of those blackthorns, though, just because I want some berries. Whoop, jeez. And we are kind of low. We're always running a little low on berries. That's why I always have, like, raspberries and blackberries planted. So I'm just going to run through here and just harvest some of these really quickly. And I will look at the spreadsheet for our next one. So let's see. We are looking at a ginkgo balboa next. So that one will be fun. Whoop. Press the wrong button. So let's get... Oh, wait, they're not berries. Wait, yeah, they give us berries. The vegetables are full. I was thinking... Never mind. Anyway, this is good. This will be amazing for our berry stash. So mostly inside the houses, when I cook to make tickets, I make the blueberry muffins. It's just like the easiest for us. And I don't know, it just seems like the best deal, if you will, especially for resources in terms of what I had before, at least. So I always use the berries and the wheat. And moving on. We have the ginkgo balboa thing. Where is it? Bilboa. Balboa? Bilbo. Bilobo. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. Ginkgo biloba. Biloba? I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. I've never heard of that tree before, so I'm not aware. There it is. Okay, so this is the last one for this row. And I think it's safe to say that we're on a pretty good roll with finishing out these trees. So I might just go ahead and all we need to do is finish out the path framing for the other side. And we should be pretty solid to move forward with completing the trees for the most part. We still will need to get the limited time trees in there somewhere. We just aren't 100% sure on that. I feel like that's definitely more of a touch to put on the end almost. Just because, you know, we don't know what space we're going to have left. But hey, once I, like, fix up the crop plots and everything, maybe we'll have space there and I'll put them there. I don't know. We'll just have to see. So, I guess we'll go over here. And I kind of want to place the tree before the paths. So, next we have the bamboo. Bamboo's fun. I love bamboo. I use bamboo all the time. I use dried bamboo anyway, to string up like our tomato plants and stuff in the garden. Alright, so that's 4 sets of that. That should be enough. I think that's what I do, right? 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. All right. Perfect. And this is just a good tree to end with, I think. Not end with, but like end on the row with. All right, and then, oh my gosh, there's some good ones coming up too. They're just like bringing me back. Like the almond tree was like the second tree I ever placed in this game. It was like the apple and then the almond tree. I'm wondering if some of them I had lemons in, but I don't remember. But yeah, it's just like bringing me back to the beginning of this game. Every time you start a new save, you just like get thrown back into it, and it's like you start with the apple and then the almond and the chickens and the carrots and the lettuce. Oh my gosh, like sometimes it's very painful just going back because it's just like those are such low profiting items. Anyway, it's nice and rainy, so our trees are getting some drinkage there, which is amazing. Love the bamboo. It's so exciting to see. So before we move on, I'm just going to place these paths because we don't have much to place. I don't know how far down I want to go here. That's a good question. This way? This might be it right here, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but well, it will correct me if I'm wrong here in a little bit. But let's see. Where we get for this, where we get to, sorry, can't even complete my sentences. All right, I think this is about good. I do need to finish up the bottom there, which we will finish. I wonder if those melons are ready. I should harvest them. Yeah. All right, let me harvest those quickly. Can I do that? Just quickly. I think I already finished that quest though. Yeah, so we'll just harvest those, get them out of the way. I need to plant some longer term crops, but I also don't want to do that because I'm nervous that I'm going to be moving that soon. So I don't want to move forward with that yet. But maybe I should. Maybe especially in between episodes, maybe after this episode and between the next one, I could plant some of the longer term crops because I'm not going to really mess with it in between episodes. All right, so we have that all finished off and our framing's all good to go. So now, we just did the bamboo. Now we're on to the almond tree. The almond tree, what a wonderful one. Where is it? There it is. It's such a cute little tree. And it's nice that they're going to be on the outside where I can see them all the time just because, you know, it brings me back. It just reminds me of the beginning and how far we've come. Always good. So then after this, not quite the apple yet. The apple is actually dead last. Which is fine, you know. It's the one with the least amount of experience. It literally gives you one experience. Oh gosh. Anyway, let's keep going here. The next one will be the peach tree. Oh my gosh, I love peach trees. We actually found a really, really old peach tree at the new farm. If you guys are interested in gardening and all of that stuff, make sure you follow our farm channel, our gardening channel, which is Wild Pines Farm, and I will link that in the description box so you can go check that out. But yeah, we found a really, really cool old tree, and I'm pretty stoked for it. That's the apricot. Where's the peach? Am I like going crazy? Peach. Apple, persimmon. Peach. That looks like an orange. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway. Yes. Like I was saying, we found a really old peach tree. I love peach trees. We haven't planted a bunch of fruit trees out. It's mostly just nut trees right now. I mean, there's like mulberries. We have some berries and berry bushes and stuff. But no like apple trees or pear trees or peach or fig or anything. We're kind of waiting till we get our like irrigation system set up and stuff. It's probably going to be within the next couple of years. But make sure you stay tuned on that channel and you can find out more about it. But found a really old peach tree, really super cool. It was loaded with fruit when we last looked. The fruit's not ready yet, as of right now, as of me filming this. But I cannot wait. I hope all of the wildlife doesn't steal it so I can at least have one peach from it. Peaches are probably one of my favorite fruits. All right. We are moving on to the last three: the lemon, the pear, and the apple. Wow. Can't believe how far we've come. All right, let's go. I'm just gonna travel this way. All right. And we're gonna keep going. Keep going. Okay, those ones do like glow in the evening as well. All right, so lemon tree. I'm glad we got the lemon tree on the outside. I love lemons. They're so sweet. They're not sweet, actually. They're very sour, but I love lemons. And we have lemon trees, and I used to like be so excited, especially as a kid, when I would go to a restaurant and they would give me a lemon wedge in my water. I would just like dunk my hand in that cup of water and dig the lemon wedge out just so I could have the lemon. Like, I loved it. I still do. Like, I don't really go to restaurants anymore, but I love lemons. So, where are we at here? We're stuck on a tree. That's where we're at. We're on our last row of lemon trees. I did not expect us to just knock all the trees out like this in this episode, but hey, here we are. Everything can surprise you. Which is good because we needed lemons for a quest, apparently. I didn't know that, but it says right here. So next is the pear tree, which is second to last. We also need this one like crazy. It looks like, just like after I place it, it looks like it should be ready maybe in the next season here, in game season. I'm going to try to hurry up and get these all planted so that all of the trees will be ready. But that's just a guess. I mean, usually pears are ready in the summer, so it would make sense. We also found a really old pear tree on the farm as well. But first we thought it was an apple tree. But then it got it flowered and then it got the fruit. And we were like, dang. And it's just like loaded with pears. It's definitely going to have quite a few. Even if like it's so tall, we're never going to be able to get all the pears off of it. It's just crazy. You can also follow along on our vlog channel, which is Ohcluck, and you will see all of that stuff because that's all pretty much behind the scenes of all of the channels and everything that we do. So anyway, last item is the apple tree. Here we go, guys. This is it. This is the last of the trees other than, you know, our limited ones, which we know we're going to come back. Nice. The pears are ready. And some of the apples. I wonder if the lemons are. I can't tell. When I planted them, it didn't look like it because you could tell by the developing fruit over the seasons in this game whether it's going to be ready in a certain season or not. I don't think the lemon's going to be ready. Although I'm pretty sure lemons are usually ready maybe they're ready in the fall. Actually, they might be more ready in the fall, like late summer or fall. Maybe. I think I need to. I'm gonna need to look that up for real, but I kind of want to look it up in here too. Yeah, definitely, it's fall. I knew it. I knew it. All right, the apple tree in this game says it's ready in all seasons, but that's not true in real life. All right, I'm pretty excited. We'll get to harvest all of those pears here in just a second, but let me finish this up. And then there we have it. That's all of our apples all of our trees, I guess I should say. I hate saying that though because it's not all of the trees because we have the limited time trees, or I keep calling them limited time trees, but technically they were from events where they had limited time or whatever, but anywho, they are the limited trees and they don't have a place yet, and that's okay. They will get one eventually. So far, I've gotten 90 pears from our trees, and well, I've harvested 90 pear trees, but you know, I'm getting way more than that, right? No, technically, per pear tree, there should be like a bajillion pears, but I'm just getting 1 pear per tree. All right, that'll do it. That's all of the pear trees that I needed to harvest. I'm just gonna, for fun, harvest this one apple tree just because he's the only one. All right, I'm gonna go to checkpoint 1. We're going to look at the glorious trees. Okay, sorry, another thing. We are not completely done because I do need to buy the rest of those cinnamon trees. But we've done it. We've made it to the end of the list. I'm really happy about that. We have 4 trees that are limited. Are you sure? That might be 5. 3, 4, 5. Sorry, that's 5 trees that are limited that we need to place. And that's the flowering cherry tree, limited to 25. The is it hollow tree? The hollow tree's not limited, is it? No. I hope I didn't like erase one. Maybe I'll go in the other menu here. Let's see. We'll be able to tell this way instead of me listing them off. It'll say at the bottom. I know none of these are limited though. I'm just kind of going through them just to be safe in case one of them is limited. I don't know. Yeah, the hollow. Oh, that's a withered tree. There's a hollow tree. What? Okay. Do I have the hollow tree? I might not have a hollow tree actually. That might be one of the events that like I still need one more thing to do or whatever. Okay. All right. I think all of these are limited. So, flowering cherry tree, like I said, limited to 25. Oh, no, I do have the hollow tree. I just did not remember that one at all. Limited to 45. So that's our biggest one we can place the most of. We have the chestnut tree, limited to 36. The pistachio tree, limited to 25. And the candy tree, limited to 25. So those are the ones that we have remaining. Not too shabby. I am going to go back here just to fill up on gas because I know I'm going to need it. And then we'll go up here. And I think I'm going to move these guys. So let's just go ahead and start moving these guys. These are the saffron crocuses. And like I said, I really want to get to moving all of the flowers, especially the ones with the sprinklers attached to them. All right. Here we go. Perfect. Ha, ha, ha. I do need to place sprinklers on the other one though, the Gabera Daisy, because that one is worth so much, and when it has water, access to water, it's worth even more. So I should give it some sprinklers. I actually don't know. I think it might be worth more XP, not like money. I forget what the like rule or whatever is. Is it a rule? I don't know. But I forget what it is exactly. But we still need to put sprinklers in on the first one. And I'm going to just wait to place that one. So let's go grab the other ones here. I should also harvest these because they are worth quite a few gems. And we did spend a lot on the bees. So not that I feel like gems we're not really worried about at all. We have over 400,000 of them, but you can never have too many. I want all the money and all the gems and all the ribbons, so it's fine. All right, that's the last of the saffron crocuses. Oops, I guess I should harvest that. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and harvest these for the remainder of the video. But I am gonna go ahead remainder of the day here on Farm Together. But I am going to go ahead and end this episode here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time.